We're here at Late Night Rush with pass rush specialist Dez Walker. Dez, first off, you've worked with a number of guys here going into this NFL draft, but Myles Murphy, one that you've worked with, one of the longest among anybody. So take us through that relationship with Myles and what it's been like from your perspective.
Man, Myles, man, he's been mature in his game throughout the years coming. Great kid out of Hillgrove High School. Throughout his years, man, he was always a guy that could stand up, go on the three-tech, play on the edge, real strong with his hands, does a great job with his long arm, his ghost, and his movement. And I'm excited about him coming into his NFL career and seeing how everything all plays out. Man, he's going to be taken early, man. So I'm happy about that, and I'm proud for my guy Myles. And he puts a lot of hard work in, and he's very attention detail to what he does in his craft. So I'm excited about Myles.
What kind of role could you see him playing in the NFL? Where do you feel like he fits?
Oh, he's gonna be moving inside, outside, standing up. They're gonna see early that, wow, we can use him for multiple different things. Purely position, I can see him being on the edge. Great job. He will give a lot of offensive guards problems as they try to make up mismatches for him at the next level. But right away, he can be a contributor, a rotational player in the NFL, and he's going to make a team proud.
Gotcha. And Keion White from Georgia Tech has seen his draft stock rise. I know you've worked with him for a while as well. So what do you see from Keion that you feel like makes him special or stand out?
Keion, that man is violent, man. Man, great with his hands, strong with his hands. He'll tell you straight up, oh, I do my things off of power. So the biggest part is what Keion is, since he's a very aggressive and powerful guy, he likes to set up his moves off of it. So one thing about in the NFL that we're adding into his game going into the NFL is all the counter dip moves he can do off of his power. And he has great movement, man. The guy is over 280, 290 pounds, but like his physique is great. His movement as well. We're going to see some good things coming into the combine as well as his pro day. And a lot of scouts are going to see that, hey, he can play in the 4-eye, he can play on the edge, he can be a great contributor as well.
Gotcha. And when you look at some of the other guys you've trained, like Keanu Benton, who was up at the Senior Bowl and saw you over there. Mm-hmm. So when you break down Keanu, it seems like his draft stock has been rising lately. What do you see from him?
Keanu Benton, he reminds me of a guy I've worked with DJ Reader. He's like a DJ Reader. I could say he's his pass rush moves. He has a different toolbox than DJ, but I like the fact that he's a specimen, to be honest. To be over 300 pounds and able to have light feet, but also violent enough to be on to strike blocks on the run. Man, I don't know if you got any highlights you can flash back, but he was folding cats up. Keanu Benton is going to be a steal, straight up steal. I could see him being on the Steelers. I could see the Lions slipping up, getting him. I could see him being on a lot of teams in Green Bay. Keanu Benton is going to surprise a lot of people.
Gotcha. And when you look at some of the guys going forward that you trained with, like Isaiah McGuire out of the SEC, what are some of the things that you feel like he could bring in terms of value to a team from the NFL?
Isaiah, man, I love his movement. I love his movement off the edge. He's a true edge player. Has a lot of finesse to his game and a lot of movement to his game as well. I can see him coming in and learning under a veteran right away, and he's smart. Oh, he picks up things real fast, hard work. He's one of them guys you got to kick out the gym, Luke. I'm trying to tell you. And the thing about him coming in, D-Line Zoo, a great culture he came out of, so he's going to, when he goes into a situation, he's going to learn everything a coach teach him, and as well as the veterans.
Gotcha. And we've talked about some of the guys you work with, but now from your perspective, what's the day in the life of a pass rush trainer look like? At this point in the year, you've got high school, college, pro guys. What's the day in the life like for you?
Luke, let me tell you about a day. I'm going to tell you this, but I tell everybody this. I can literally go from having a guy who has never had a sack in his life, third grader, and then next thing you know, Jadeveon Clowney walks in, I'm training him. So I can have a whole day where I literally train a youth kid, a middle school kid, a high school kid, a college. I get to see all aspects of football. So one thing that I give great insight on, I can see where football is going, and I can see where it's at right now. So I'm always able to give great information and correct information to the guys I'm working with. Like, one thing you're going to see, they're adding new drills to the combine. So you know what I'm going to teach my high school guys coming out? I'm going to teach them same drills because they're going to be doing them for another 40 years. So my guys are always going to have a head start. You know, myself working with Chuck Smith, it gives me, you know, a huge advantage of knowing, you know, the insights and you know, being able to help guys and give them the correct information they need to know.
For sure. Dez, thank you for your time. Good luck.
Appreciate it, Luke.
There we go. Good to see you.